So, hi, my name is Emily Gregoire and I'm a flight attendant. Today I'm celebrating 9 years with my company. And that's a huge deal. I've had about 30 odd jobs in my life, and I know that seems crazy. Some I only had for a day, but this is the longest I've ever stayed with anything. So I'm very, very proud of myself. So a big pat on my back today, but I'm gonna do a couple questions and answers as I go through my day here in rainy Los Angeles. Just a little bit, if you don't watch my daily vlog, I got a haircut yesterday that I'm not crazy about. And so I'm trying to find a way to pin back the bangs or do something different. So I also thought I'd cover a little bit of how I became a flight attendant, a little bit of my story. So anybody who's curious about becoming a flight attendant or why and how it all goes down, stay tuned. So my journey to become a flight attendant is, I'll try and tell it quickly, but I always cared about travel. That was my big thing. My parents gave me the travel bug when we were young. We used to travel from Idaho to Pennsylvania, all 6 kids in a car, in a big Suburban, and we would see the country, and that was always just really exciting for me. I read a lot when I was a kid, so I was always curious about different places. But it yet never occurred to me to even become a flight attendant. I would save a lot of money all through college and then just travel. And then in my late 20s, I met a flight attendant, and it was like the hugest light bulb, and I knew instantly that that was what I was supposed to do. So I went to the interview. I thought it went well. I got an email saying you've been invited to training. And then 3 days later, I got another email that said that was an accident. You've actually not been invited to training, and good luck with your future endeavors. And I was like, heartbroken and like, no, that's just not happening. Like, this is my life that we're talking about. I was also dating my husband at the time, who was French, and I was like, this is what's gonna make everything work out. We were separated by visas, and I was like, this is the answer. So like, it also meant a lot to my like love life and like everything, and I was just like, no, this is not happening. So I looked in the company directory and I tried to find anybody and everybody who would talk to me. I made appointments. I finally found somebody who would like let me talk to her. I made an appointment with her. I marched in her office, and she couldn't meet with me one day and then another day, and then so I kept just coming back and coming back. Finally we meet, and I say, hey, I don't know what happened. I got these emails, and this is what is supposed to happen. I'm supposed to work for this company. I don't know what to tell you. And she said, yeah, I think you are. Like, let's do it. Like, I can't imagine not taking somebody so passionate about doing this, and we'd be happy to have you. So I started training, which was one of the hardest things I've ever done. It's a 30-day training for flight attendants. We go, and it's really intensive. You can't miss one day. It's really kind of like a trial by fire. They have lots of rules. And I remember the first day I broke the rule of like, you're not allowed to have your cell phone or anything on you. And I remember mine beeped in my bag, and I instantly got like a demerit, like a little yellow paper written up and like given to me in front of everybody. And I was like mortified the first day, like, oh my gosh. But it was also a lot of fun. I made a lot of friends, and we got to live in a hotel, and we just had a crazy fun time. And you just have to study, and it's a bonding and very intensive kind of experience. And I'd love to talk to anybody more who wants to become a flight attendant. Always direct message me. I think it's the best career, the best choice I ever made. So, and I work for a smaller regional airline. I've talked about that before. And we fly for all the big names. Really, we fly for like 5 or 6 of them. And so on any given day, I'm on a different airline. And so that's kind of fun and gives me different perspectives. And we fly on the smaller planes, and with 9 years seniority, I'm now part-time, so I can be with my kids and my family, where my real hopes and dreams are at. And then I have my flight benefits. We fly back and forth from France, and that's pretty much a little snippet of my life as a flight attendant. My first 2 years were as a reserve, which means that you're on call and you kind of have to do whatever and however they want you to do it. And that was very, very, very challenging. But I was also lucky enough to be part-time at that time, so I was going back and forth to Paris to be with Alex. I think I did the Paris nonstop from Salt Lake City 17 times in a year and a half. And so, well, no, how did that work? Yeah, it was something where I was going every month and a half, so 12 times in 17 months, something to that effect. I got something backed up there. But it was so glamorous and so cool. I could go in first class because it was a brand new flight and it was very rarely full. And I would jump on a plane on a Thursday and come back on a Monday, and so I'd be in Paris for the weekend, and it was really great times. Alex was working in the Eiffel Tower as a cook at the time, and it was a really, really fun time. Alex was working as a cuisinier over in the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and we would just have so much fun, and his friends were, a lot of them were living in Paris at the time, and very romantic and fun and exciting and charming time, and it was all worth it. I'm so glad that I really fought for this job, and so I'm really, 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 really proud of myself for doing 9 years. Then I had many years where I was fighting as a full-time pregnant lady and on. So I've had a lot of roller coasters and ups and downs, but I seem to be holding at a steady, good spot right now. So we'll see. It's a very rainy day here in Bob Hope International, trying to get around. It's gonna be a long day. I've got 6 legs today, or 4 legs, I'm sorry, working 4 legs, flying on as a passenger too. So, wish me luck. We're on board, we're about to do our first flight to Aspen, Colorado, then Dallas, then back to Aspen, then back to LA.
Hey, so we're on our way to the park. Are you excited, guys, to go to the park?
Yeah.
Yes? What are we gonna do over there?
And we're gonna swing, and we're gonna slide. We're gonna do the monkey bars. We're gonna go to the fire trucks, and we're gonna have some fun.
Great! We're gonna put Lulu on the swing again, I think. Okay, see you soon, bye. Ok, Juju, vas-y. Good job, Juju. Attention, c'est bien.
We're back in Aspen, and we're about to board our last flight of working, and then I gotta find a way to get myself home on a Friday night, so it could get hairy, but we're happy to be here. It was a little dramatic flying in. It's a miracle I made it on the flight. My phone died, but I had to run over here, and there was quite a bit of drama, and I missed it. I know, bad vlogger, I'm sorry. That was a lot of drama, but I luckily made it by the skin of my teeth, and I'm really happy to be going home, like even earlier than I anticipated. So just talking to the nicest guy on the flight, and he's trading non-rev stories, but yeah, it's really, we can get really stuck sometimes. He was telling me how he got stuck in Hawaii. He got stuck in Australia for 2 days, tried to get to Hawaii, then got stuck in Hawaii for 4 days, couldn't even buy a ticket out. And I was telling him about the time that we went with our daughters, and we traipsed around the whole country all day, only to get to an Atlanta flight in the middle of the night trying to get to Paris, couldn't get on, and then last minute they let us on, and we were just a mess. But we made it. It's a wild ride, this non-revving stuff, but I love it. Well, thanks for coming with my day. Subscribe for more flight attendant vlogs and then family vlogs, and I got these cute kiddos I'm running home to and my hot French husband. So see you next time. I have to take a video of you holding around her. Papa Chef did good. Did you have a good day with your kids? I can't wait to see the videos you took. Oh, and look at these. Look at how he folds it close so it looks like a picture. Pretty as a picture.